Oh, yeah, we're back, I think. All right. Hello, everybody. Hopefully we are good to go. And we don't get... If it crashes again, I don't think I'm going to come back again. But we are here. I am seeing you guys, I think. And then we go to Andre Jackson going to the Bucks at 36. So I said we missed a couple of picks. 34 was Colby Brown. 35 was Julian Phillips to the Bulls. 36 was Andre Jackson to the Bucks. Let's have a look at pick 37's pick history. Jaden Hardy last year. JT Thor, Vit Krejci, Devatus Savitas. Jaden Hardy, clearly the best option there. So who is going to go at 37? Sorry about that, guys. All that foolishness. 37 is Hunter Tyson. He's a very good shooter. Who the hell picked it at 37, though? Oh, the Nuggets. Nuggets take Hunter Tyson at 37. It's a good pick. Again, they're just getting role players. These are all older guys the Nuggets are taking. Which, I still think there's better options. Why is C.D. Sissoko falling so much? Hunter Tyson goes at 37 to the Nuggets. Let's go make some updates onto my board. So who did I miss? Colby Jones at 34. Actually, let's update that. Update my ticker. So where things gets wild. Colby Jones, 34. Julian Phillips, 35. I'm just talking to myself here. Andre Jackson, 36. Hunter Tyson, 37. That's huge for Hunter Tyson. I had Hunter Tyson 54, but he jumps up a lot now. Into tier 15. The Bulls sent a couple of second rounders for Julian Phillips. All right, good work, Bulls. So it's now 38. Who's actually got 38 now? Oh, the Celtics got 38 and 39 back to back. Is my best available list still the same? Yeah, it is, because people haven't taken guys off that list. Um, 38. Pick number history for 38. Sorry, I'm just getting back into the swing of things here. After all that just went down. Kennedy Chandler, Ayodosumu, Saban Lee, and Dan Gafford. So a couple of good picks there at pick 38 last couple of years. My best available still is GG, CD, Amari Bailey, and Maxwell Lewis. And the next pick is 38 to Boston, and 39 is also Boston. But they've made a million trades, so who knows what they end up doing with it. No word on what's happening with 39 here. Do the C's keep this? I don't know, man. They've been trading like a million guys. Why that's been happening, I don't know. They've just been weird. I can't even keep up with what they've been doing. It's been so many moves. What was this? The Leonard Miller pick. Okay. Okay. Calabally did go really early. What are my thoughts on Amari Bailey? Drake dated his mum. What the hell? I think Bailey should have gone earlier than this. That's my best available list. So next pick is 38 to Boston, and then 39 to Boston. I can't believe that crashed on me. What an asshole. No word on this pick yet. Clutch Sports CEO Rich Paul began calling teams in the second round and requested them not to take Chris Livingston. It's believed Livingston has a set spot in the second round. It's so stupid. Oh my God. That's so dumb. All right. Who's going to go 38? Come on, Boston. Jordan Walsh? Yes, they did. Jordan Walsh to the Celtics. Very good defender. Very iffy shooter. Happens so often in this range, doesn't it? Young player, another Arkansas guy. Is it the fourth Arkansas guy that's gone? I think it is. Jordan Walsh, really, really good defensive upside. I had him at 39. He went at 38. So his value stays about the same. Pick 38, 19-year-old wing, 6'7". Again, the shooting's not there. But at that point in the draft, like, you just hope that something can come out of it. Fingers crossed. The history at pick 39. Khalifa Diop. Last year, remember him? What? He hasn't played, obviously, in the NBA. Neemias Queta, Elijah Hughes, Alan Smilagic. That is a horrendous history at pick 39. That is so bad. Oh, my God. That is just a rough list. Sound like a dog. Rough. Oh, I'm a little delirious after going here for 4 hours in a row. Why is Shams tweeting this about Rich Paul? That's so weird. I don't know. Don't draft me. I'm going somewhere else. The Lakers at pick 40? I can't believe that some of these guys are still available. Let's go to my best available list, actually. GG, CD, Amari Bailey, Maxwell Lewis, they all could be first-round players. This is what I also meant, but like there's like 35 top 25 players in this draft, because all these guys are, I think. $39, is it Mohamed Gay? To Boston, I don't like Gay at all, really. I'm trying to see confirmation on that for Gay. Here we go. Per source, Jordan Walsh is headed to the Celtics and Mohamed Gay is not. Do they trade in that pick as well then? What's happening at 39? It looks like Gay was picked. The Lakers are eyeing Maxwell Lewis at 40. All right, so I don't know what's happening at 39. It is Mohamed Gay. But the Lakers at 40 with Maxwell Lewis. Okay. So I don't know what's going on there. Things are going to get pretty crazy around here. So Mohamed Gay at 39, but it won't be Boston. I don't know what to make of that. This is what I mean. The second round reporting gets so iffy. No one tells us anything. They tell us bits and pieces, and we're supposed to work out what it means. All right, so we'll just put Gay up at 39. I don't know how true it is. And then we'll do Maxwell Lewis apparently going to the Lakers at pick 40. which is a big slide for Lewis, who I was sort of up in the air with what I thought of Lewis. He was a little bit like master of none sort of wing. Like, is he a good shooter? I don't know. A good defender? I don't know. Like, has he got one bankable NBA skill? Like, I still don't know. I still would have taken him ahead of some of these other guys, like Jalen Pickett, for example. But as the kids would say, we move. I'm sure a million things. Oh, and the Hornets are taking Murray Bailey at 41. Okay, I like that. So a couple of guys off my list going now. Good for them. Got to go change that best available list now because a couple of those guys are gone. Still no GG. The last two players off that list gone. Still no CD. So who is next on my list? Oh, Rayan Rupert is on my list. And Turquavion. Things are going quick, which is good because we need this to be over. Okay. Murray Bailey at 41. So Maxwell Lewis went at 40. Bailey 41. Who are the other picks? Jordan Walsh 38, Gay 39. All right, got to adjust that. Okay. All right, my best available list is now up to date. GG, CD, Repair, and Turquavion. Got to update the poster. Man, we're getting to the stage where I'm going to stop doing graphics, I think, so this is going too quick. We might just talk about it. Maybe this will be the last one that we do. We just update the best available, I think, and we can just sit here and chat about it. This might be the last one, I think. When you don't have a producer, that's what happens. Well, we'll do the last one for the Hornets and my man Amari Bailey. All right, Amari Bailey to the Hornets, 6'5" guard, UCLA, 19 years of age. Still got some upside. Didn't show a huge amount with Huck Ayres and Jalen Clark taking a lot of the shine there at UCLA. Any word on 42? Not yet. The Hornets drafted Amari Bailey at 40. No, it's 41, mate. Sorry, I'm just reading tweets here. Good work from the Lakers. You had to get Hood Schifino and Maxwell Lewis with their picks. Oh, so Muhammad Gay is going to the Hawks. Okay. It's one of those picks again. What? Who had that? So 39 is the Hawks. Okay. Again, I think we're just going to sit now on the best available list. There's just too many things to keep up with. All right, so we're sitting there with that best available. Who's picking next? Oh, it's the Wizards apparently at 42. Let's keep an eye on what's going on. Not much going on with trades, is there? I think Lillard's the next thing we've got to really watch for now. Ugh. Okay. It's always fun to see teams either talk themselves completely out of players or into players. Always enjoy watching that. Nah, Prophetic Day is in here talking shit. What is my biggest shocker of the night? It's a good question. Let's have a look. Where's my biggest shocker of the night? Jet Howard at 11 was pretty surprising. Whitmore falling to 20, though, has to be the biggest shocker, I would say. Yeah, Whitmore falling to 20 is the biggest shocker of the night. Okay. Ooh. What's going? Amari Bailey. Look at that picture. Holy crap. No word on 42. Have you seen the picture of Amari Bailey? I'm going to retweet it. It's crazy. Go check my Twitter account. Hot take here. Lakers got a better pick at 40 than at 17. It's possible. Hood Schifino and Maxwell Lewis. I think it's good to get both those guys in. Yeah. I don't mind Hood Schifino at 17. There were other guys who were on the board that were better, though, I thought. Jet Howard at 11. Yeah. Don't know about Zion moving. I'm not sure. What did the Bucks give off Andre Jackson? We haven't really seen that. Oh, there we go. No, the 20, 32nd. Oh, good. $42 is Vukcevic. Okay. He could play behind Denny Avdia. I don't think he's a center. I think he's more of a 4. But he's a very good shooter. Defense is an issue, but they had Anthony Gill in that role. He had a really good fantasy translation, Vukcevic. So he's still in tier 9 for me. Man, GG and CD, 2 really high guys on my dynasty list that are just available somehow. So pick 43 is the Blazers. Maybe they'll trade it for veteran help Dame out. Al. Rayan Repair at 43. All right, let's go. I'm in on that. That's not a bad spot. There's still better options. I think Sissoko's a better player than him. But Repair at 43 is definitely not bad value. Still, he was on my best available list. There you go. So he's off it now because he's gone. Still got those other 3 guys there. GG still falling. GG could have been such a high pick in the draft. How bad did he tank these workouts, man? Who's next on my list? Jalen Slauson. He's not even going to get picked, I don't think. But that's where I've got him on my best available. Spurs are on the clock at 44. Are they? Oh, yeah, they are. They got 44. Okay. Who do we think Okay, so the Spurs, who do you think goes to the bench? There's Wembanyama, there's Keldon Johnson, there's Devin Vassell, Zach Collins, Trey Jones, Jeremy Sohan. Someone's going to be on the bench. Is it Trey and they run Sohan at point guard? Is it Keldon Johnson? Is it Zach Collins? I don't know what they do. That's a very interesting scenario. What do you guys think the Spurs do there? Watch Mojave King get picked ahead of Sissoko. I think Mojave King's a good player, but yeah. What long odds, but Gogo Sokoni? I don't know what that is. Is that a real player? I've never heard of that bloke. Is he real? Bradley says, I've got a dynasty tier for each guy. So somewhere we can see overall dynasty ranks tiers. Does include vets. I will be doing a show for dynasty rookie tiers in the coming week when I get it all sorted after this. That was, but I don't have full tiers with every player in it, no. Okay, apparently Vukcevic is going to be a draft and stash. The Wolves are sending Utah's 2026 second rounder. That's a good pick. Oh, maybe it's a good pick. And their own 2028. Oh, stretch, man. So, what pick? We're at 44. Sissoko does go at 44. All right, good. Good pick. I like that. San Antonio, good work. Getting one of my best availables off the board. So 44 for CD Sissoko. That drops him down. I had him in tier 8 for Dynasty. That drops him down to 10. Got to adjust that best available list now. Okay. Trace Jackson Davis, I'm going to stick on there instead of CD. And there was someone who put out a crazy big board that had Trace Jackson Davis at number 2 yesterday. Which is this legitimately, I watch college basketball with no NBA context at all surrounding it. So 44 is CD. So 45. Who's up for pick 45? That's the Grizzlies. So down to the last 16 picks. Unbelievable that CD fell that far. Wow. Okay. Seriously, how is GG available? Trey is a restricted free agent. So they're going to bring him back almost definitely. They don't have another point guard. They have no point guards. Apparently ESPN said Ignite is the way to go if college is not what you want. Yeah, except the 2 Ignite guys should have gone in the top 20, ended up sliding too far because NBA teams jerk themselves off over college basketball. So, really? I don't know. I think Sissoko, well, Scoot should have gone higher, Leonard Miller should have gone higher, and CD Sissoko should have gone higher. But, you know. Grizzlies with Isaiah Wong. He's not a bad player. He's steady enough. I still think they had Kennedy Chandler and waived him so they could bring in bloody Kenneth Lofton Jr. for 2-way, and I think he's a better player. Is it Isaiah Wong? Or did I just misread that? No, they're taking GG. That is. All right. Good. Good. Great. Big W, Memphis. Huge W. 45. That's a big, big value. The bloke doesn't turn 19 until December. Amazing value. 46 is Atlanta, but did they move that pick to get Muhammad Gay earlier? I don't know. Reporting is always spotty. Okay. What else is going on? Anything else? Your dynasty draft started already. What? And Miller went at 2. Jesus Christ. Really? So you've got to update my best available now because GG is off. So who is on my list then? After it's Seth Lundy, who apparently was his big riser at the combine, and then they picked Jalen Pickett ahead of him anyway. So up to pick 46 now. Oh, it is Seth Lundy going at 46, so there you go. $47 is the Pacers. Unless I've got that wrong. I think it's the Pacers. So Seth Lundy goes at 46. I had him at 45, actually. There you go. So that changes him slightly. The Jazz selected 2 players who didn't work out for them. Wow. Hendricks and Sensible. Fair enough. Workouts are so weird. No updates on Miles Bridges. Calvin says, apart from Wemby, who's the biggest fantasy winner of the night? Don't know. We'll go through the draft. Biggest fantasy winner of the night. It could end up being Scoot. It's tough to say. It's tough to say. So I look at this and go, like, Brendan Miller, will he start over Haywood, Bridges? Probably. Maybe it's Miller. He's in a decent enough spot. Scoot won't start if they keep Dame. Hendricks won't start over Olynyk initially. Jarris might start him. So maybe Jarris gets the nice little bump here early on. And Derek Lively is another interesting one to watch. Derek Lively in Dallas is probably a big fantasy winner, I would say. So now it's the Pacers at 47. I've got to take Seth Lundy off that list of my best available because he is no longer available. After Seth, okay, it's Mike Miles Jr. So Quavon Smith's an interesting pick here for Indiana, I think. Obviously, I've got him top of my board. I think they'll take Chase Jackson Davis, though. Local Indiana guy. The Bulls are absolutely hating what they did. Traded into the draft to get a guy that can't shoot when their biggest problem is shooting. Typical Bulls L. I see someone in the chat saying Dame requested his trade. I don't believe that's true. That hasn't, unless you're talking directly to Dame, that hasn't been mentioned as far as I know. Have I recorded a CP3 of the Warriors reaction video? I talked about it at the very start of this live show. So when you go back to rewatch this, the start of it is talking about the Jordan Poole, Chris Paul trade and the Porzingis Marcus Smart trade. Lively should be top 75. Look, he might not start though. It might be Holmes and he plays 21 minutes a night. That's distinctly possible. Mark, yes, I am coming over for Summer League. What's that experience like for you? It's awesome. I love going to Summer League. I haven't been since 2019, since Zion. So I'm pretty excited to get back over there. Mojave King at 47. Let's go. New Zealand legend. Another G League Ignite guy. That's a W. I didn't have him that high on my draft list, but he's an interesting player. I thought there was a risk he might be undrafted. So he was in my tier 20 dynasty. This doesn't jump him up enough just yet, but we'll see where other guys end up. Who's at 48? It's the Clippers. Yeah, back to Summer League. Yeah, I love it. It's so much fun. I'm only going to be there for 3 or 4 days, I think. Yeah, I'm only going to be there about 3 or 4 days, the first 3 or 4 days. It's going to be awesome. So I love going. I love meeting everyone. I love meeting fans, media people, players. I love Vegas. I love the energy of the place. It's going to be sick. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. And if anyone sees me there, come up and say hi. Thoughts on Brook Lopez to Houston potentially? I've been hearing about that for ages. It doesn't really make any sense of why they would do it. So it's not good for Şengün. Yeah, but okay. Lopez is 36. This is not a long-term thing. Şengün is still going to be successful long-term, I think. Joseph, yeah, I mentioned that about Chris Paul. I started this show on Chris Paul. But I still think there's so many things that can happen. With the Warriors, maybe not so much. But I think this probably takes Chris Paul close to outside the top 100, to be honest. Okay. We're getting really down to the end of things here. 13 picks to go? Oh, no, 11 picks because 2 of them are forfeited. Someone said, Joey D, what context, mate? Asura Lively, what's the context? It's almost definitely Asar. Well, not Asar, not Asur. But for this coming season, it's probably Lively. But long term, it's not. Do I think Sissoko is getting a 2-way or a roster spot? We've got to wait and see what happens in free agency with the Spurs. I think they probably give him a roster spot, but I don't know that. Someone said, how did the Pacers not take Dale Davis' son? Who the hell is Dale Davis' son in this draft? Did I miss out the Dale Davis' son? Is Trace Jackson Davis Dale Davis' son? There is no way. What? I'm sure that's a mistake. Oh my God, it is Dale Davis' son. I did not know that. Oh, what? Father-son rule and a local Indiana guy, and they didn't take him? Yeah. Wow, I didn't know that was Dale Davis' son. Holy shit. Okay. What are my thoughts on Calabria? I think he's an interesting player. I think he went way too high. I think his fantasy game is iffy. The shooting is going to be the concern. Is there enough volume? Can he get defensive stats or assists in high enough volume? And I'm not sure he does. I don't think he translates particularly strongly. Well, I can't believe that Trace Jackson Davis is Dale Davis' son. I just didn't know that. Why didn't I know that? Okay. We're up to pick 48. The Clippers, Jordan Miller, apparently. According to Law Murray, this is Jordan Miller from Miami. Now, Law Murray is pretty plugged in with the Clippers, so I think that's fair enough. Jordan Miller, 46. 48, sorry. Definitely had other guys higher than that. We'll put him there for now until we hear different. Trace Jackson Davis still available. Oh, mate, who had him number 2 is definitely like dying. The Cavs pick coming up. Amari Moore to the Cavs at 49. Is that what we're talking about here? Yeah, Jordan Miller is going at 48 to the Clippers. The word from Chris Fedor is Amari Moore. And he is extremely plugged in with the Cavs. So I'm going to go ahead and assume that that is Omari Moore, who I had at 68. Didn't really think was a particularly strong draftable player. The Thunder are up at 50. Mojave King got traded to the Lakers, did he? I don't think so. Where'd you see that, Dennis? I didn't see that anywhere. Can you see where you saw that? I haven't seen anything about that, about the Lakers. But, you know, things sometimes happen. Amani Bates to the Cavs, so it's not Amari Moore. What the Oh, no. Amani Bates. Oh, at least he can shoot. At least he can shoot. Interesting pick. So, pick 49. So just adjust everything here. So 49 Amani Bates. Interesting. I had him at 70. But he does have an okay statistical profile. Wow. That is a big swing for the Cavs. I don't mind that at all. Suns coming up for their first pick at 52. I'm not a big Trace Jackson Davis fan, but the fact that he hasn't gone yet, as well as Terquavion, is crazy. How is that possible? Who are the NBA sources I trust? I don't know how to judge that. Like, each team has particular guys that you trust, like Zach Lowe as an overall guy. Obviously, Woj, Shams, Stein, Haynes, Jake Fisher to a degree. Like, he's pretty good. But yeah, just be careful with like Legion, NBA Central, Hoops Nation. They're the bullshit ones. You like the pick of Rain Repair to the Blazers? A good value to get him at 43. Not as high on Repair as others, but that's a good value pick, I think. Yeah, it is good for Bates. He did look not league worthy. I don't think he is league worthy, but good for him to get picked. Keontae Johnson at 50 for the Thunder. All right, he's an older player. He's an interesting wing-sized guy. He reminds me very much, which is intriguing because he's going to OKC. He reminds me very much of the Oklahoma City Mudflap, Kenrich Williams. He reminds me of him. So that is intriguing that he goes there. Keontae Johnson at 50. Older player, we had that heart problem, but that's all good now. Okay. Now into the final 10 picks. I'm seeing some people just be like, I hate Amani Bates. There's no way he's an NBA player. And other guys, I really like the upside swing. I had him outside the top 60. I get it. The shooting is there. The size is there, but so much bullshit around him. Especially with some of these guys still on the board, like Trace Jackson Davis. Like, these guys, Jalen Slauson, Terquavion Smith, Mike Miles. Yeah. Some very interesting selections and non-selections. Sorry, I just had to adjust the camera there. Who's going at 51? A lot of people are hating that Jackson Davis, even Trace Jackson Davis is tweeting that he should have been picked. Okay, we're just waiting on these final. Just roll them out, man. Got the Nets up next. They should take Jackson Davis. Come on, just finish this draft off. I need to go put all this together. I need to have something to eat as well. That'd be good. Get some lunch in. So what's been the biggest surprise for you guys so far in the draft? What have you been shocked with? What are you surprised with? What's the best value pick? What's the best pick overall? You guys who are here in the chats, what do you think? Sonogo should be picked. I agree. Based on current teams, who do I expect top 100 picks in redraft leagues? Mark, it's way too early to know that. Because again, you can't base it on current teams when there's going to be 150 players change teams and other trades go down. Obviously Wembanyama, maybe Scoot, probably Brandon Miller, maybe Derek Lively. Not convinced on Anthony Black. Maybe Taylor Hendricks, probably not. Probably Jarris Walker. Hard to know. I'd say there'd be 3 or 4 of them, but I don't know yet. GG got drafted to Memphis at 55. No plans on a Victor soundbite at this point. Oh yeah, Sasser, that was a crazy pick, yeah. Apparently the Kings, I have heard Kyle Kuzma is who they're going for. Um, 51, Jalen Wilson from Kansas. I'm not really sure that Jalen Wilson is a good NBA player, but oh well. That's where we're at this point in the draft. I think there are better options. Obviously, you can see on my list. His mock draft ADP was 51. He was 53 on my board, so it's not terrible. There were just other guys I would have taken ahead of him. 52, Phoenix. Welcome to the draft. Do they even care? Are they even going to say a name? Jackson Davis. Got to take Jackson Davis. Yeah, Whitmore was a slide. Yeah, the Whitmore slide was crazy. Bilal at 7 was pretty crazy. Sensible going that late. Yeah, I agree. It's going to make for... I'm going to do a full recap show tomorrow where we sit back and look at it team by team and how it makes sense and all that sort of stuff. But there's a lot to go through here that I'm not going to get to today because I am tired. And I want to get this show put out as a podcast as well, even though it's in 2 parts because of the stupid technical stuff. Do I think the Nets will keep hoarding wings? No, I don't. Murray Bailey's got good upside. I do like that pick, Daniel, for Charlotte to get him there. Come on, Phoenix, are you going to do something? My back is killing me. Okay. How many of you guys who are watching this, there's not many of you left, are headed to Summer League? I don't know. I was waiting for someone to reply. Wow, people in the comments of my video, a grown man hating on a 20-year-old. I don't know who I hated on. People are so stupid. Apologies if you are rewatching. It's definitely not hate. It's just giving an analysis. What do you say? Yeah, man, really love him. Can't wait to touch him. He's so awesome. Everyone's great. We love it. It's just the best. It's not hate. It's just giving analysis. Like, what do you want me to say? People just don't, like, oh, you're a hater if you don't love everything about a player. Like, yeah. I have, Avery, a long time ago. Do you know that airplane is called Flying High in Australia for some reason? I don't know why. When does Summer League start? Vegas Summer League starts July 6th or 7th, but Sacramento starts before that. I'm not going to Sacramento Summer League, going to Vegas Summer League. Phoenix better draft a starter. There's no chance they're drafting a starter here. Come on, who's at 52 here? Phoenix. There's always such a, like, you must, like, older players are immediate impacts, younger players are not. It's just, I don't know, it's just not true, man. Who is going at 52? We need to get this done. Orlando Summer League is done, Musa. They don't do that anymore. They brought back Sacramento and Utah and got rid of Orlando. Because Orlando didn't even allow people to go watch. Do you expect Wemby to play big minutes in Summer League? No. If he plays 0 games, I wouldn't be surprised. He might play 1 game is my expectation. With Phoenix drafting here, are the Knicks the only team that hasn't been involved? Philadelphia as well. Knicks and Sixers have not been involved in the draft. And yeah, there's going to... So Nathan Grubel on Twitter, Draft Deep, there's been about a ton of talent in the undrafted free agent market. Those who have done their homework, there's some real gems. Yeah, there is. There's going to be some real... And because we've got the 3 two-ways now as well. There's going to be some really interesting things happen and trying to get a hold on all of that. And that's what I'm going to wait for to do the full recap, is to look at the undrafted guys too. How is Trace Jackson Davis still around? I don't love him, but he has to have gone by now. Tumani Kamara at 52. I like Tumani Kamara. And a wing defensive player. Actually, he might get rotation minutes for the Suns. He might get some rotation minutes. Now, he's pick 53, and expecting rotation minutes out of pick 53 is not always a great idea. But the pick 52, sorry, not 53. He's a good player. I had him at 48. I've got to go through and redo my dynasty board. I'm going to do... Tomorrow's going to be a full draft recap show, and then next week's going to be dynasty rookie ranks. And then I don't know where else stuff is going to come from. 53 is Minnesota. Who's the upcoming picks? Minnesota, Sacramento at 54. Who's at 55? Indiana. Memphis at 56. Wizards at 59. And who's got 60 now? Is it Milwaukee? Yeah, it's Milwaukee. All right. Update that. Okay, let's finish this off. We've got 5 picks left. 6 picks left. Okay. Dominic asking about my super early ballpark auction. No idea. It's just pointless me throwing a number out. No way of knowing that. Sorry, mate. Like, it's just too early. Yeah, Kumara could be like Torrey Craig really quickly. That's the sort of player he is, I think. TJD's age has got to be the reason. Yeah, he is old, but some old ass guys have gone already. Like, if we look through some of these old players that got drafted very early, like Hunter Tyson is old. Jalen Pickett is old. Kobe Brown is old. Marcus Sasser is old. Chris Murray is old. Like, a lot of those guys. Kamara to Washington for the Beal trade. No, this is the Suns pick. They didn't trade this pick. Marcus Noel getting disrespected. He cooked in the draft. Yeah, but he's 5'2", mate. I know he's not exactly 5'2", but he'll get a undrafted free agent spot for sure. I don't think Indiana can pass on him at 55. Trace, no. There's a rumor here Cam Whitmore was caught vaping in the locker room. What? And effort was the problem. Oh, no, it is the Wizards. Oh, sorry, my bad. I hadn't heard that was happening. So it's part of the Beal trade. I had heard that they weren't giving that up in the Beal trade. My bad. Sorry to that guy who told me that. Huh. I had not heard that at all. So the Suns actually just don't... Oh, no, because they updated the details of it today, didn't they? Sorry, my bad. Yeah, someone said, wonder who the pick for Chris Livingston is. He was promised a selection. Yeah, so what? Don't pick me so I can go in the last 4 picks, like to Minnesota, Sacramento, Indiana, Memphis, Washington, and Milwaukee. Milwaukee? Maybe he's going there. Jeremy Wu said it was medicals. Yeah, I heard the medical thing multiple times. But then Cam came out and said he doesn't know what the hell people are talking about with his medicals, that he's fine. Report here that Mojave King's going to be a 2-way for the Pacers. That's okay. We're up 54 now, aren't we? 53, actually, Minnesota. Trace and Terquavion still being available is pretty crazy. I had them pretty high in my dynasty ranks. They just had really interesting translations. Obviously, you can tell that... Wow, Phoenix doesn't have another second-round pick till 2031. Ha! Oh, my God. Robbie Rich, what other US states beside Kentucky starts with a K? Kansas. Do I think Scoot got his deserved pick? No. I think he should have gone at number 2.
Jesus God, Sterling.
Okay. Jalen Clark at 53. Hopefully, hang on. Shams has gone back to saying No, as I thought. What are you fucking talking about, Shams? So, Tamani Kamara is with the Suns. Okay. Back to where we were before. So, Tamani Kamara does go to the Suns at 52. Thank you. I thought I was losing my mind. All right, 53 goes Jalen Clark with a bung Achilles. Very, very good defender. Excellent steals translation numbers. The Kings. Jackson Davis would be awesome for them. All right. What pick is this one? 54 to the Kings. Whitehead is not playing in Summer League. We knew that with his broken foot. That's fine. Where's the Sterling Henderson soundbite from? Archer. What's for lunch? I don't know, mate. I don't actually have... I actually got some soup in the fridge. Maybe that. Maybe I gotta have soup. But I gotta get this podcast turned into an audio form. I've got to edit it. Got to go take my son to his tennis lesson. Jalen Slauson at 54. Yes. Love that. Just another Jalen to add to the NBA. But, man, that's a great pick by Sacramento. Really, that's really good. Good to see Slauson get drafted as well. That keeps him in tier 14 for me for Dynasty Leagues. Pace is up at 55 now. Also means Slauson can come off my best available list. And I finally get to update it. So who is my next best available? Okay. Do you guys know? Take a guess. You'll see it update on the screen in a sec. Slauson's, that's really good. So we're up to the Pacers at 55. I think I've got all of the teams right for the picks now. I think we're all settled, but then the chase is going to be on for undrafted free agents. That's always just a nightmare trying to figure that out. And not one player has been picked that I haven't had info on, graphics on. Not that I've shown all the graphics, but I've done stuff for all of these players. So far, so good. We've got a couple of picks left. Let's see if we can make it through all 60 without having a random one. Remember the one that really killed me was a Georgios Kalaitzakis for the Bucks. I picked 60 a couple of years ago. Pacers, 4 picks left. Pacers, Grizzlies, Wizards, Bucks, I believe. Unless I've got one of those wrong. Thank you to you guys for sticking around. Would Chet play in Summer League? I think there's a possibility. I'm not sure, but I think there's a possibility. Yeah, it's always good to have Jessica Walter on this show with the Sterling drop.
Jesus God, Sterling.
Okay. I will do something along that line, Isaac. Isaac, by the way, yeah, I see you're always on here, big Spurs guy. Could I just, because my partner's business partner and her best mate is Ethiopian. I see your surname. Are you Ethiopian or Eritrean? Because that name feels very Ethiopian. Sorry, I don't know if that's offensive or not, but are you Ethiopian? Well, Uncasual Economist for being here. The Pacers are taking Isaiah Wong, apparently. I haven't... Okay. So Isaiah Wong goes to the Pacers. Yeah, he's a solid enough player. Solid enough. Isaiah Wong. I had him at 64, so a little bit ahead there. A little bit older, Miami point guard. Still no Chris Livingston. I don't know what's going on there. Who was the most likely lottery pick to be traded? Probably nobody. It's very rare for a guy to be picked at the draft and then traded later. It doesn't happen in huge amounts. We saw it a little bit when we said with Abaji last year. It doesn't happen a huge amount. I don't know if anyone is going to do that. How worried are you about Malcolm Brogdon's injury that ended the Clippers Wizards? Yeah, I'm quite worried about it. It seems significant. Oh yeah, is that the Weeknd's name? I didn't know that. Okay, so here's someone who I have no idea. Memphis did take someone that I've got no idea about. Tariq Biberovic. Tariq Biberovic.
What the hell?
Okay. Definitely, I have no idea who that is. Tariq Biberovic. All right, I need to look up who that is. He's a draft and stash guy. He's going to stay in Europe, but yeah. No idea. Can't tell you anything about him, I am sorry to say. And that brings us to pick 59. Oh, trade. The Warriors are trading Patrick Baldwin Jr. to the Wizards as part of the Chris Paul Jordan Poole trade. Ah. Interesting. Good upside swing for the Wizards. I like him. Very interesting. Patrick Baldwin. He's got some dynasty appeal, and now his situation just got way better. Way better. Very interesting. Okay. Keep an eye on that one. Will I do top undrafted players? I will, Bruno. A lot of that will be in tomorrow. Derek White, top 50 pick in redraft? Absolutely no idea. There's still plenty of things that can happen. He's in a great spot. Top 50 is probably a little risky. Does it mean anything for Kuzma? Nah. Kuzma's gone. He's not coming back to the Wizards, I'm pretty sure. Do I think Bronny will be the number one pick next year? No chance. It'll be Ron Holland is my guess. 57. The Warriors take Trace Jackson Davis. Oh, hang on. The Warriors have got this pick? What? How did they get this pick? Oh, it's part of the Wizards, so it's in the Chris Paul deal, I'm guessing. Great pick. It's like actually pick 59, but man, that's really good. The Warriors are getting 57 from the Wizards and then getting Jackson Davis. Huge W. That's a massive W. And the Bucks are taking Chris Livingston at 58. So they shut down his workouts, Chris Livingston, so he could go up pick 58. What for? Or actually, pick 60 in reality. What? That's so weird. And that's it. That's the draft done. We're going to get all this other stuff come through. Let's go. Let me just quickly update what I'm doing here. So that was, who are those last two picks? Trace at 59, or let's say 57. And Livingston at 58. Okay. So, my top undrafted players, you can see on that best available list, Terquavion Smith, Mike Miles, Ricky Council, Nadir Ifi, Adam Flagler, Adama Sonogo, Colin Castleton, Vincent Valerio Bodon, Demoy Hodge, Charles Bediako, Jazz Gortman, Sergevari Rice, Samari Moore, Justin Mutz, Azualis Tabalis, and Tosan Evbonwan, Drew Timmy, Nikos Radkovopoulos, Justin Powell, Alex Fudge, Malcolm Kazalon. They're my best availables left at the moment. And I'm going to wrap this up because I am cooked. So thank you to everyone for being a part of the show. Sorry for the little outage in the middle. This will be released if you want to relive it later on as a podcast, and there will be a proper full podcast video tomorrow as well. I think we're out. Let's just see if anything else interesting is going on. No. All right. We're back tomorrow. I'm done. I'm going to go eat, edit. I'll see you later. Follow us, podcast, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Spotify, and on the Odyssey app and on YouTube. Thumb it up. Leave your comments down below, guys. We are done here. Thank you so much for listening, everyone. See ya.